Namaskar, Salam Alaikum, Vadakam, Sastriyakal.
You are listening to Sunday Breath that inspires creatives to pursue their passion and not be discouraged in these tough times.
Today we have someone who is extremely hardworking and a go-getter. She is a completely dependable and a high ownership person. Someone who ensures correct hiring decisions are made based on the requirements and within the stipulated deadlines.
She comes across as a warm and friendly person with extremely strong work ethics. She is the human resource manager at Marriott International, which encompasses a portfolio of more than 7,500 properties in 30 leading hotel brands spanning 132 countries and territories.
A perfect example of an independent and strong woman and a person with an outstanding temperament. We have Miss Himanshali Singh with us on this fresh Sunday morning. So how are you feeling today, ma'am?
Hi, thank you everyone. I'm feeling really good and great with all your kind words. Thank you so much.
Our first question is
Mm-hmm.
that you have been associated with the hospitality industry from the very beginning of your career. So, can you please
Yeah,
tell us
right.
that what made you choose this industry?
Okay, so I am a Bachelor of Business Administration, wherein we had to go through an internship. I'm sure every internship,
Yes, ma'am.
every bachelor
Yes, ma'am.
student must be going through. So, in that, I got an opportunity to do it with ITC. And there I actually like the hospitality. For me it was first time corporate interaction, and for me I was connecting with the people at corporate level for the first time. But somewhere I always used to have, okay, there's a setup of office people go sit in front of the system and work and come back. Where in hospitality I felt it like people are more connected to each other. They are very much connected emotionally, and they are like very open for helping hands. And the kind of work culture hospitality has, I don't think any other sector has it. So there I decided, okay, anyways HR can be for any other industry as well, but hospitality is something which even I like, and till date I'm continuing with it.
Well said, ma'am. Hospitality business is definitely something that provides customer with a positive experience.
Right.
So, ma'am, our next question would be a lot of people think that being an HR is an easy and effortless job and is probably the most underestimated profession. What is your take on this?
See, I can say, and I do understand that why people think it, because people understand that what they have to do, they just have to make the salary, they just have to take the attendance. Attendance is also connected to biometric, and salary for that there is a software. What work they have to do. It's not only other industry. In fact, even our industry, every industry seems that HR is like government job. They don't have to work. But I do not agree with it, because when it comes to the responsibility, HR has to take care of whatever how many employees are there. Suppose if any industry or any organization has 100 people or 65 people or 200 people, there's only that HR who is responsible for it. And if I say today, whatever people talk about HR, that they don't have work, but anything happens, they will ultimately end up saying let's go to HR.
True.
So I cannot say that it is something which is people cannot say that HR don't work. If they don't work, they don't have this respect and this confidence that okay, let's go to HR. So definitely they have enough things to do, and they take care of any other many things, not only this payroll and salaries and recruitment.
I totally agree with you. So we have the next question, ma'am. That we have seen that COVID has hit the hospitality industry really badly. As recently, Hyatt also
Right,
had to shut down one of its branches as it had no money
right.
left to pay for its employees. So how has this
True.
affected Marriott International?
See, it has actually affected every property, every unit, and every organization. It's not, I cannot say that it has not affected Marriott, it has not affected any other brand. It has affected. In fact, Marriott had to shut down few of our properties. I am not talking on behalf of entire Marriott. I can talk about only one unit which I am working for. But yes, overall, I can just give you a gist wherein Marriott also had to shut down, but we cannot announce it closure of the property. It is a shutdown, that is temporary phase, which wherein we did it for last year also. Last year when we had COVID, we had to do this. And of course there is a retrenchment of the employees, pay cuts are there, there are many things. But as we all say that hotel or hospitality business, or we can say that hoteliers are equivalent to those who are working with army. So we are standing strong again. Whatever comes, whenever the season open, we are ready to serve everybody. So it will come back to the normal as soon as the traveling starts. And in fact, last year, if I talk about till July, August, September, it was all closed. But October onwards, all these destination like leisure resorts and everything, be it Goa, Kurg, Uti, and all these Shimla, Himachal, everything was tight packed because people wanted to travel. So I'm sure it will come back to normal, and people minted money like anything. Cities like Himachal and Shimla, cities like Kurg, cities like Ooty and Goa had the highest maximum revenue last year because of COVID. I can say now that is because of COVID,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
people did not go anywhere and they had to travel. So it will come back to normal. And yes, Marriott had an impact on it, but as we say always, associates are our first priority and we keep them on first. Like put people first is something which we actually live by. So we are trying to do our best so that our associates should not suffer. At least this year we are not taking any strong decision in on this regards.
Great, ma'am. We ourselves are waiting to travel and experience that hotel stays again.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, the next question would be hiring is still an easy job, but firing is one of the most difficult tasks for an HR. How do
That
you
we
deal with the
realized last year only.
True. So, how do you
Yeah.
deal with these type of situations?
See, practically, what we did last year, luckily this year we don't have to go through with that tough phase of retrenchment. But last year, when we faced it, when we heard people and their emotions, it's very emotional decision. We really cannot go and tell, hey, you are fired or you can leave, you cannot come tomorrow, because there might be a person okay who is well settled, he can okay manage or he has his saving. There might be a person on whom there are 4 5 members who are surviving, but we don't know what is going behind him, and how much ever we try to manage that okay he is in need, let's not throw him out. But once there is a decision that we have to tell 30 people to leave or 20 people to leave, then we cannot have any option on it. So telling them is quite tough. We have to handle it very emotionally, telling them, giving them a confidence that don't worry, we are there for you, whatever best possible, we can do it. In fact, we at Marriott, we have hired in last 1 year, we closed all the positions stating that we will not hire any external candidate. Wherever any position opens, we will hire only those who are our alumni associates. So this is the support which we tried. But while asking them to leave, trust me, it is very tough task. Talking to everybody individually, giving them confidence, like don't worry, we will get back to you. Maybe another 2 months we will get back to you. People cry, and there are many things happens. People literally cry, no, no, don't do this, send me on leave. All those things are there, but we at HR, like, we do not have any other option because we have to manage between management and associates. So we have to listen from both the end. Even it happened with HR also. It's not like every HR is working. There are many HRs who had to pass through this phase, and they were a part of retrenchment, and when in my team. So it is tough. It is very tough than hiring. Hiring is like we are giving some good news, let's hire. And firing is something, it is very bad news. So it is very tough and very emotional decision for anybody.
Yes, ma'am. COVID has left us no choices, and it has brought down to our knees. So I
That's
can
true.
I can totally understand. So, ma'am, coming to the next question. So, how is work from home different from working offline in the office for an HR?
Uh, work from home is like 24/7.
Okay.
It is unlike other industry, like you must be listening from IT people that previously we used to have 9 hours. Out of that, we used to work for 7 hours, 2 hours lunch, tea break, and all, and we used to come back. Similarly for HR also, when we are here work from home at night 8 o'clock, also somebody can call us. And even last year, I remember working till night 2 o'clock with my boss on some reports. So work from home is not an easy job, but practically we have left with no option wherein we cannot go to office because of this social distancing, and offices are shut or properties are shut. So we do it work from home. And in a way it's easy that we have everything. We can see our family. Those who are staying with the family, they are close to their family. This is something positive about work from home. That's all I can say. Otherwise there is no relaxation in terms of work. You have even more work as compared to work from office.
Yes, I can totally get it.
So, ma'am, lastly, we have this short game prepared for you, in which I'll be asking you a question, and you would have to give the answer in a one word or in a single line, probably.
Okay, this is
So the
interesting.
the first question is: a stranger's first impression of yours would be.
I'm a stranger. Okay, I'm very introvert.
Describe today's HR in one line.
Multitasking.
Well said. The third one: fun part of being an HR.
Employee engagement.
Okay.
That's a fun.
So next is, as an emerging HR leader, what keeps you up at night?
Things which is going to come up with our industry, if I talk about what is going to happen tomorrow, because things are very uncertain. We do not know what will happen tomorrow. Today it might be lockdown, tomorrow they might say it is complete curfew, and day after it is open. So it is very uncertain, which has become a nightmare, as well as it is an opportunity. Like, okay, we can come up with new ideas. Like, initially we didn't know at all that how to do employee engagement when employees are only not there. Now we have actually learned, okay, how to do it online. We can keep them engaged while we are online. Even all these yoga session and anything is now online. So these are the things which is encouraging, as well as there are things which is something wherein we are worried also, that how to go about it. Things are not in that well said manner. Initially people used to have people in HR. Okay, HR is required. Now they don't even want HR. They say, no, we will manage finance, we'll just process the payroll and all. So both the ways things are there. There are companies who understand the importance of HR in these days, wherein it is actually important to keep the morale high of the associates. Well, there are people who thinks that we don't need HR. So both the ways, good or bad, but yes, it is something which keeps us active all the time to think.
Well said, ma'am. So the last one would be, being in HR, you ask everybody what's their hobby. Today, we would like to take that honor to know yours.
That's good. Okay, I like to write Hindi poems in my free time. That's what I do. And apart from that, nowadays, if I hobbies are something which is keep on changing. Initially, it was watching TV. Now it is watching web series. We don't get enough time for it. But yes, if I'm literally free and I am in like good phase of free time, I would love to write my diary and my poems.
So probably I'm sitting with two writers here. Mukul also
Oh, is it?
loves to write Hindi poems, and
Yes, sir.
Wow,
Yes, sir.
that's nice.
Yeah, that's great. So this is the end of our show, ma'am. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for inviting me.
yes. And guys, आपको ये वीडियो कैसी लगी? इसका जो बेस्ट पार्ट है, प्लीज कमेंट सेक्शन में हमें बताइए. और जो चीज़ खराब लगी वो भी हमें बताइए, so that we can improve on it. And if you like the video, so press on the like button. Subscribe to our channel if you are not a subscriber yet, or share this with your friends and family, and see you in the next video. Thank you so much.